Stanley Cup Final, Game 5 here in Vegas. Can they extend this sucker? Send it back to D.C. on Sunday. Capitals lead 3-1. Adjusted series price, you're seeing $9 with the Capitals because of the Vegas money and the Vegas fans here locally. You can even find 5-1 take back, as low as 5-1. You can lay $7 with Washington. What a bargain that is. Tonight, the Knights are $1.45, 5.5 the total, and taking some sharp money. They are 7-2 at home in the playoffs. One of the losses in overtime against San Jose when they blew a 2-goal lead. Thought they won the game in overtime. Goalie interference. The call got reversed. And then they lost game 2 here, 3-2. Tuck has the wide open net. Holtby with the great save. They scored first in that game and lost. Tuck also had a costly penalty in that one. I am concerned with Fleury's quotes after game 4. It was demoralizing. But again, they played a good game in game 4. They hit the post 7 times in the last 2 games. That's staggering. Got to get the power play going. 0-6 on the power play in game 4. Also, these teams have bounced back the entire playoffs after giving up a ton of goals or getting blown out. So they're off the 6-2 loss. They were humiliated, and he got some bad blood as well, as the Knights were not happy that Trotz sent the first unit power play out there in a 5-2 game with 2 minutes left. Carlson looked to be a little nicked up. He had a maintenance day. That could be cause for concern about with Wild Bill. But I think you get a huge effort out of the Knights tonight. And do you agree with the move?
Well, I mean, the one thing we've seen about Vegas all year, they've already had 2 5-game winning streaks in the playoffs. They've been great underdogs. They've been great with their back to the wall. Right. And we're talking about a team that has never, in their entire history of the Vegas Golden Knights franchise, which is 1 year, they've never lost 4 games in a row. So that being said, a great in the chat, from Hail to the Victors, everyone's been saying they can't lose 2 in a row. They can't lose 3 in a row. Well, now they've lost 2 in a row, and they've lost 3 in a row. So this is something they haven't done all year, lose 4 in a row. But, here's a quote from Gerard Gallant, the head coach, talking about how the team has thrived in the underdog role and how they put together these win streaks in the playoffs. It shows you can do it. We've done it against good hockey teams. Play our game, you get some breaks, and you keep working hard, and hopefully it turns for us. James Neal, who's been an impact player for them, throughout the postseason. A lot of people didn't think we would win that many games this year or make it to the playoffs, and we find ourselves here. So I think for sure we have the ability to prove people wrong. We've done that all year. I haven't gotten any sense, Pauly, that Vegas has lost their confidence or they're feeling down or they're feeling lousy about themselves, despite the fact that, as you mentioned, the luck factor has not been with Las Vegas the last couple of games with those 7 shots going off the post, shots that Holtby didn't get. But let's be real. Holtby's been sick in this series, and Ovechkin, has having the playoffs of a lifetime. We're talking about a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer, who has been absolutely elite so far this postseason. 14 goals, 12 assists, and of course, the Capitals team that is 9-3 on the highway in the playoffs, just one off the all-time NHL record of 10 road wins in the postseason.
Yep, very good stat. Then all the Knights have been tough at home, but you're right with the Capitals on the road. I'm good. Yeah, they're selling those T-shirts. They say, hey, we got the celebration. We have all the merchandise when they win the cup tonight. That's going on at D.C. We know the history of D.C. sports as well. Oh, how about Ovechkin only 2-2 lifetime when he has a 3-1 series lead? How about that? Remember the Boston Celtics were 37-1. Now they're 37-1 when leading a series 2-0. The Capitals are 4-5 when leading a series 2-0. So here they are up 3-1, and I'm telling you, that's a completely different game in game 4 if Neal scores 4 minutes in on the power play. Misses a wide open net, and they hit 2 posts in the first 4 minutes. But they dominate the first period, yet they were down 3-0. And we had that stat, too, with the high scoring opportunities, 10-2, even strength. Please stay out of the box. 3 power play goals by the Capitals in game 4. Also a 4-on-4 goal. This power play is deadly, dangerous. Knights got to stay out of the box as well. How about the prop? Will there be a goal scored in the first 10 minutes? Yes, absolutely. I think that'll happen tonight. You can find that globally as well. So we'll see here. We'll see what they're made of. And I think you'll get a huge showing, and they can force. And I'll tell you another thing. With the pressure, you're right. They can go back to the underdog role and the underdog status, and no one giving them a chance. You win tonight, and if you score the first goal Sunday in Game 6, that building will be tight, big time. That building will be, oh, no, here we go again. We're going to blow this.
And any Caps fan will tell you.
That's right.
They're not comfortable yet. They know how many times Washington has been in control of a series and let it get away throughout the Ovechkin era. Not once, not twice. It's happened repeatedly. There's not one Caps fan out there that's feeling good about that. At least Ovechkin's quote is saying, is calm and pointed at what they're trying to do. Talking about the 3-1 lead. Quote, "It feels nice, but it's not over yet." I don't think it's pressure on us. I think it's pressure on both teams the same way. We just have to manage it. We have to concentrate and we have to play our best to get it done. So, Pauly, yesterday in the shot clock, I was arguing that Cleveland was closer because they only had 2 losses and that the Knights were in worse shape than the Cavs.
Yep.
I was wrong.
Yep.
I was flat out wrong. If Vegas can win tonight, all the pressure goes on the Caps, and this series gets very, very interesting very, very quickly. That first goal is huge. I don't argue with the concept of early goal in this series. I think there will be, or in tonight's game. I think that the prop you were talking about, will the first goal be scored within the first 10 minutes? Makes a lot of sense to bet the yes for this show. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.